Hello everyone, myself Astosh Sharma, TGT Maths from KV number 1 AFS Agra. Today we are going to discuss class 10 mathematics chapter number 2 polynomials. In this video we will discuss various topics related to polynomials such as algebraic expressions, zeros of a polynomial, relationship between zeros and coefficients of quadratic polynomials, statement and simple problems on division algorithm for polynomials with real coefficients. So first we discuss algebraic expressions. What is an algebraic expression? An algebraic expression is an expression made up of variables and constants along with mathematical operators. You have already studied variables and constants. Variables are those which do not have a constant value. We represent these variables with English alphabets such as X, Y, Z or A, B, C. And what are constants? Constants are numeric numbers which have a fixed value such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So when we use variable and constants along with mathematical operators, we name it algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a sum of terms which are considered to be building blocks of expressions. So algebraic expressions are made up of terms and these terms are considered as building blocks of expressions. A term is a product of variables and constants. A term can be an algebraic expression in itself. So basically, term can be a product of variable and constant, and a term can also be an algebraic expression. Now let's discuss some examples of a term. First 3, which is just a constant. It is also a term. 2x, which is the product of constant 2 and variable x. 4xy, it is also a term which is the product of constant 4 and variable x and y. 5x square y, it is also a term which is a product of 5, x, and y. The constant in each term is referred to be as the coefficient, such as in 5x square y, the numeric coefficient is 5. In a term 2x, the numeric coefficient is 2. Now, if we discuss about examples of algebraic expression, then it can be 3x square y plus 4xy plus 5x plus 6. So this is an algebraic expression, and the terms in this algebraic expressions are 3x square y, 4xy, 5x and 6. So it has 4 terms that are 3x square y, 4xy, 5x and 6. An algebraic expression can have any number of terms. The coefficient in each term can be any real number. There can be any number of variables in an algebraic expression. The exponent of the variables, however, must be rational numbers. So for a polynomial, the exponent of variable should be rational number. Now we will discuss polynomial. So what is a polynomial? An algebraic expression can have exponents that are rational numbers. However, a polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponent on any variable is a whole number. So algebraic expression it can have exponents of variables as rational numbers, but to be a, to be a polynomial to be a polynomial, algebraic expression should have the power of variable or the exponent on any variable as a whole number. If we talk about an example of a polynomial, then 5x cube plus 3x plus 1, it is an example of polynomial. It is an algebraic expression as well. Now, 2x plus 3 root x. Here the power of variable x are 1 and 1 by 2. Root x means x is to the power 1 by 2. It is an algebraic expression but not a polynomial, because as we have discussed earlier, in a polynomial the power of variable should be a whole number. Here the exponent on x is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number. So 2x plus 3 root x is not a polynomial. Now we will discuss degree of a polynomial. So what is the degree of polynomial? Degree of a polynomial is referred as the highest power or the highest exponent on the variable in a polynomial. So for a polynomial in one variable, the highest exponent on the variable in a polynomial is the degree of the polynomial. If we take an example, that is x square plus 2x plus 3, which is a polynomial. So 2 is the highest power of x, that is variable, in the given expression. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. Now types of the polynomial. Polynomials can be classified based on number of terms and degree of the polynomial. So types of polynomials based on number of terms. First is monomial. Monomial is a polynomial which has only one term. Examples: 2x, 6x square, 9xy. Next is binomial. Binomial is a polynomial with two terms. Example: 4x square plus x, 5x plus 4. Third one is trinomial. Trinomial is a polynomial with three terms. Example: x square plus 3x plus 4. Types of polynomials based on degree. First is linear polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial. For example, 2x plus 1 is a linear polynomial because the power of x is 1. That is, degree of this polynomial is 1. Second is quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. For example, 3x square plus 8x plus 5 is a quadratic polynomial. Here the power of x, that is variable, highest power is 2. So the degree is 2. Third one is cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. For example, 2x cube plus 5x square plus 9x plus 15 is a cubic polynomial. Here the power, that is the highest power of variable, is 3. So in this polynomial 2x cube plus 5x square plus 9x plus 15, the highest power of variable x is 3, that is degree is 3, so it will be a cubic polynomial. Now let us discuss geometrical representation of a linear polynomial. The graph of a linear polynomial is a straight line. It cuts the x-axis at exactly one point. So a linear polynomial has a graph as a straight line which cut x-axis at exactly one point. For a quadratic polynomial, we have a graph in a U shape which is called a parabola. It will cut x-axis at 2 points. Now let us discuss about zeros of a polynomial. A zero of a polynomial px is the value of x for which the value of px is 0. If k is a zero of px, then pk should equal to 0. For example, consider a polynomial px equal to x square minus 3x plus 2. When x equal to 1, then the value of px will be equal to p1 equal to 12 minus 3 into 1 plus 2. That is equal to 1 minus 3 plus 2, that is 0. So, the value of polynomial px, that is x square minus 3x plus 2, is 0 when we put the value of x as x equal to 1. So, px equal to 0 at x equal to 1. So, we can say that 1 is a 0 of the polynomial px, that is x square minus 3x plus 2. Now let us discuss about geometrical meaning of zeros of a polynomial. So you can see in these three graphs, here is 1 0, here is 2 0, 3 0. So if the graph of a polynomial intersect x-axis at one point, so we can say that polynomial has 1 0. If the graph of polynomial intersect x-axis at 2 points, so we can say that this polynomial has 2 zeros. And if the graph of the polynomial intersect the x-axis at 3 points, so we can say that the polynomial has 3 zeros. Number of zeros. In general, a polynomial of degree n has at most n zeros. So, if a polynomial has a degree n, that is the highest power of variable as n, then at most it can have n zeros. A linear polynomial which has degree 1 has 1 zero. A quadratic polynomial which has degree 2 has at most 2 zeros, and a cubic polynomial which has degree 3 can have at most 3 zeros. Now we will discuss about factorization of polynomials. So the quadratic polynomial can be factorized by splitting the middle term. Here we will discuss about quadratic polynomials, the factorization of quadratic polynomials. So quadratic polynomials can be factorized by splitting the middle term. So what is the splitting the middle term? For example, we consider a polynomial that is 2x square minus 5x plus 3. The middle term in the polynomial 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is minus 5x. This must be expressed as a sum of two terms such that the product of their coefficients is equal to the product of 2 and 3, the coefficient of x square and the constant term. Coefficient of x square is 2 and the constant term is 3. So the middle term should be expressed as the sum of two terms such that the product of their coefficient is equal to the product of the coefficient of x square and the constant term, which are 2 and 3 in this polynomial. Minus 5 can be expressed as minus 3 plus minus 2. As minus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 6, that is 2 into 3. Thus 2x square minus 5x plus 3 can be written as 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3. Now identify the common factors in individual groups. So in terms 2x square and minus 2x, the common factor is x, 2x. So we will take 2x as common. So it will be 2x into x minus 1. Similarly, in the terms minus 3x and plus 3, the common factor is 3. So we will take 3 as common factor. So it will be minus 3. We will take minus 3 as common factor. So minus 3 x minus 1. It will be minus 3 x minus 1. Now we will take x minus as the common factor. This can be expressed as 2x into x minus 1 minus 3 x minus 1. Now we will take x minus 1 as the common factor. So it will be x minus 1 into 2x minus 3. So this is the factorization of the given polynomial 2x square minus 5x plus 3. This method is called splitting the middle term. Now we will discuss about relationship between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. First we will discuss about the relationship between zeros and coefficients for a quadratic polynomial. So as we know, quadratic polynomial has two zeros. We suppose these two zeros are alpha and beta. So if alpha and beta are the roots of or the zeros of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, then alpha plus beta will be minus b upon a. Here ax square plus bx plus c is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. Alpha and beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial. B is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. So sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, will equal to minus b upon a. So sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Now alpha into beta, that is product of zeros, it will be equal to c upon a. So the product of zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Here the constant term is c and the coefficient of x square is a. For cubic polynomial, if alpha, beta and gamma are the roots or the zeros of a cubic polynomial, as we know, a cubic polynomial can have at most 3 zeros. So here alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Here ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is the general form of a cubic polynomial. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma will equal to minus b upon a. alpha beta, beta gamma and gamma alpha, it will be equal to C upon A, and alpha beta gamma, alpha into beta into gamma, it will equal to minus D upon A. Here A is the coefficient of x cube, B is the coefficient of x square, and C is the coefficient of x, and D is the constant term. So this was an explanation for relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial and for a cubic polynomial. Now we will discuss about division algorithm. To divide one polynomial by another, we will follow the steps given below. Step 1. Arrange the terms of the dividend and the divisor in the decreasing order of their degrees. So first we will arrange the terms of dividend and divisor in the decreasing order of their degrees. Step 2. To obtain the first term of the quotient, divide the highest degree term of the dividend by the highest degree term of the divisor. Then carry out the division process. We will discuss with a given example. So here dividend is minus x cube plus 3x square minus 3x plus 5, and divisor is minus x square plus x minus 1. So first we will divide the highest degree term of the dividend, that is minus x cube, with the highest degree term of the divisor, that is minus x square. So we will get the answer x. Now we will multiply x with the dividend. So it will be x into minus x square, that is minus x cube, x into x is plus x square, and x into minus 1 is minus x. Now we will subtract this. So for subtraction we will change the sign. So minus x cube will be plus x cube, plus x square will be minus x square, and minus x will be plus x. So minus x cube and plus x cube will be cancelled. Here 3x square minus x square is 2x square, and minus 3x plus x, it is equal to minus 2x and plus 5. Now again we will divide the highest degree term, that is 2x square, with the highest degree term of divisor, that is minus x square. Here we will get minus 2. So we will write minus 2 in the quotient, and we will multiply minus 2 with the divisor. So it will be minus 2 into minus x square, that is plus 2x square, minus 2 into x is minus 2x, and minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Now we will subtract this. For subtraction, again we will change the signs. So plus 2x square will be minus 2x square, minus 2x will be plus 2x, and plus 2 will be minus 2. So plus 2x square and minus 2x square will be cancelled, and minus 2x and plus 2x will also be cancelled. Now plus 5 minus 2 will be 3. Here 3 will be the remainder. The remainder from the previous division becomes the dividend for the next steps. Repeat this process until the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. So here we have 3 which has the degree 0, where the degree of the divisor is 2. So this is our remainder because 0 is less than 2. So here we conclude. Thank you.